been so long. Let's have a chat. I've been MIA. You guys, so much in my life has happened. This is gonna be such a weird video because I filmed so many random parts of the past 6 months or so. But I've been busy. I've been busy because I fell in love, and I have been busy focusing on that with my boyfriend, Henry. We just moved into a place together, which is very exciting and very fun. We went to Europe together. It was the holidays. I got a new job. For the job update, I'm working for a marketing agency. It's focused on travel and hotels and restaurants. A lot of things that I'm interested in, which is really great. I did not realize when I took the job how many hours I was gonna be working. I was so happy to have a job. The job market is terrible. It has been for so long. It consistently is right now. And so I'm so grateful that I got the job. But I love to work hard. I'm doing a lot of 12-hour days in a row right now and usually working weekends, which is not my style. So that's what's been keeping me very busy as I've kind of gotten used to that and into a new flow, on top of dating somebody new and on top of traveling and Christmas and trying to live my life. So, but I'm back and I'm really excited to be back, and I've missed doing vlogs. I rewatched a couple of mine the other day, and I just was so glad that I documented my trips and could look back on some of these like happiest moments of my life, and I'm so excited to like show my kids this one day. I don't know, like that's so fun. I'm gonna give some background on how Henry and I met. So last year I had gone boy sober. I was like so done with dating, so done with boys. I gotten my heart broken. Done. I was done. So for like months and months I was like, nope, no kissing, no dating, no nothing. I'm over this. And it honestly ended up putting me into one of the best headspaces of my life. I can't recommend it enough. I felt so confident, so secure, just really in tune with myself, what I want, what I'm looking for. I was just in a really, really, really good mental headspace. But it kind of got to the point that I was just like, you know what? I might be done with dating, but I want to get better at having conversations as I kind of start to like look for a new career and I start to move into like a new chapter of my life. I just want to be better at being a conversationalist, not being so scared to go on dates or feeling insecure about what somebody's gonna think of me. So I set up what at the time I was calling Bachelor Week. So this entailed me getting on Hinge and setting up as many dates as I could in a week. I was gonna go on one every night, Monday through Friday. This was just to strictly be a social experiment. Whatever, let's have some fun. And I began texting a guy on Hinge. I ghost him for 2 weeks. I'm headed to California with my friends. I'm not really thinking too much of it. A couple weeks later is when I come up with the Bachelor Week idea. So I say, oh, this guy I was talking to, he could be perfect for Bachelor Week. Let me text him. Schedules our date for the Monday. So he's my first date of the week. I'll beat you to the punchline, but it was Henry. We had the best first date I'd ever had in my life. I think I told him on the day I felt like I'd known him for 10 years. I just felt like I was hanging out with one of my best friends. Anyways, he asked me out again. I did continue to go on the rest of my dates all the way through Friday, and I just absolutely adored Henry. I thought he was so lovely, just a breath of fresh air. Basically, after that, we became inseparable. I was going to Europe. I was going to London a week later. I'd already had the trip planned, and asked if he wanted to come because flights weren't that expensive and I didn't really have a plan. And he said yes. And we went to London and Paris together. And, you know, I just said either will be so fun and like a way fun thing for our kids to look back on, or it's just like a fun story that I ran away to Europe with a boy in my 20s. Like, what's the worst that could happen? And luckily, the best thing happened and we fell completely in love and have been in love since. So, yeah, it's been an incredible transition. It's been kind of crazy because I've never been in this serious of a relationship before, and it is so perfect and I'm so happy, but it happened really quick. I've not always been the most emotionally settled person. I definitely think I've leaned avoidant for most of my life, and so I didn't want to be tied down by too much. And I want to be able to take cheap flights, and I want to be able to hang out with anybody I want to hang out with, and now I'm kind of moving into a new chapter where that's not as common, which is completely fine. I mean, it's like, it's part of growing up. It's good for me to have a job that I don't have unlimited PTO at, and I have a schedule, and I'm creating a home with somebody, and it's so beautiful in so many ways, but it's also, it can be suffocating. I don't want to say suffocating because that has like such a negative connotation, but in comparison to the life of, I had not a lot of other responsibilities. I mean, like, I'm really involved with my family and other things, but I could take off on a flight to New York if I wanted, and you know, there weren't a ton of consequences. And now it's kind of like I have to pick, you know, do I, like, what I really want is to settle down with somebody, and choosing that is so awesome. But it is a choice. It does feel right, but it is a choice that I actively have to make, where I say, okay, these are the things, you know, that I gotta be willing to sacrifice. If I want to build a home with somebody, if I want to build a life and a relationship, it's completely different than me getting to just do whatever I want all the time. It can feel like a threat to your independence, but also I found like I'm with somebody who celebrates my independence and pushes me to have that, and pushes me to be spontaneous, and pushes me to do the things that I do love doing. Like, he'll be the first to notice, where he's like, hey, when was the last time you went out with your friends? You know, do we need to book a trip? Where do you want to go next? What road trip do you want to go on? And it's so beautiful to have somebody who like knows that about you and cares about it. And so now not only do I get independence, but I also get support, which is something I think my old single independent self couldn't wrap her head around. No, I think it can sound so silly. Like, I don't want it to sound like I'm ungrateful or I'm not absolutely in love, because I am, but it's when you're in this place of hyper independence, it can feel, and you haven't experienced a lot of genuine love and support in romantic relationships, it can be really scary. It can be so scary. Commitment doesn't feel safe. Commitment feels like a threat to your independence, which, depending on past experiences, can be a threat to safety. So it can be really hard. It's a hard transition. Like, love is such a choice. I used to think that love is something that you feel, and while I do think it's something you feel, it's romantic love is something that you choose to pursue every day. It's gonna be fickle and it's gonna be fleeting, and that's okay because we're human, but it's up to me to choose to pursue the relationship, to choose what's right for me, and if that's not right, then that's up to me too, but I can't just base it on feelings at any given moment, because feelings can be so incredible and informative, but they can also be biased. And so they're not always the best place to make decisions off of. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're not. And I think that's been really interesting for me to learn and process. So that's my update. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna finish getting ready, and you're gonna watch kind of a recap of the past couple months of where I've been and what I've been doing. So that will start now. Good morning. Oh.
I don't see nothing.
I feel like I heard him down there. All right, hey vlog. That was crazy. Today we were headed to Alta. I haven't done an Alta or Snowbird day yet, so I'm really excited to do that. And it's been a minute since we've had a Bluebird day, so.
Been a minute since the vlog too.
It's been a minute since I've done a vlog. Sorry guys, I've been busy. Also, I guess I haven't done a vlog since I met him.
Yeah, this is my fault. It's not the job. It's nothing about her being busy.
It's his fault.
This is my fault. Yeah.
I hate being in love. It's so busy.
Oh, that's corny. Oh, come on now.
Let's go. Let's party. The weather's beautiful. It's freezing cold outside, but we're gonna have fun. Car's been packed to the brim.
I'm out of breath.
We did not go to Alta. We ended up at Snowbird.
Look at that view.
Look at my Jerry gap, dude. I hate this helmet. Beer break, sponsored by Kona Pick With.
She's Hawaiian. She
Back
lives
to
in
my
Hawaii.
roots,
She
I
drinks
guess.
Kona. Only Kona. That's the only thing she'll drink.
I am who I am. Oh my god, my knee. Hi vlog! Hello! I didn't get to update today. My workday got crazy. I had big plans to tell you everything we did, or what we were doing here this morning. and then I got pulled into 8 hours of meetings, so didn't get to that. But now we are done with work for the day. But we're happy to be here. We are on our way to go pick up his dad to take him to the airport, and then are going to go pick up my friend Garrett, who I get to see for one night tonight. He's living in DC and we never get to see him. So anyways, we're gonna do that, and I don't know where we're gonna go eat. So yeah, let's go. Good morning, vlog. Last night was kind of crazy. I was not doing the best job at vlogging everything we were doing. Now it's about 8 a.m. We're going to head to a coffee shop. Go do some of our work. I have a lot to do, he has a lot to do. But hopefully we'll get off fairly early, just in time for Valentine's Day. It's finally sunny. I can feel my soul coming back into my body.
She's back.
We got to work from a coffee shop for a while this morning, which was so nice, but just got stacked with so much work and it got crazy. So now we are headed out on our Valentine's Day date. It's my perfect Valentine's Day as far as I'm concerned. We are headed to the Grove Mall in LA to wander around for a second and then grab some takeout or some food at one of the nice grocery stores right there. And we're gonna go have a picnic up at Griffith Observatory and watch the city lights and just enjoy ourselves. And then after that, we're gonna head to some bars downtown, but tell them more about the bar, babe.
I think we'll be in West Hollywood tonight, so we'll go to some of the old rock bars down there, super divey. See, we might go to Whiskey A Go-Go, and then some of the bars on Sunset. It's a historical bar where all the rockers used to perform back in the day. So your Van Halens, your Led Zeppelins, they were all there. They all got their start more or less around there.
So if you know me, you know that is literally my ideal Valentine's Day, and I'm literally with my ideal lover, and we're gonna have the time of our life, so.
And that's about it.
That's all.
And that's all you're getting.
Big bummer.
It's just, yeah.
We've got our sprinkles cupcakes, and we are currently at Griffith, and that is our view. Alright, vlog, hi! I've forgotten to vlog, but I'll tell you all about it. We had a very lazy morning, and then we went into Venice Beach and went and got lunch at the Great White. It was so good. What did we get, babe? We got a meze plate.
Oh, we got way too much food is what we got.
We got way too much food.
There was a banh mi involved. There was some fries.
Yeah.
You had some salmon, some curry salmon, I think it
So
was.
good.
It was good.
It was coconut curry with salmon. We walked around, got a little coffee, walked to the beach.
Yeah, you had a lovely little morning.
Yeah.
Afternoon, really.
We had a great morning. And now we are pulling into the Getty Museum. Okay, for the rest of the night, I'm gonna fold some laundry, and then I'm meeting up with my friends Meg and Ash. Yeah, we're gonna go grab burgers and martinis at my favorite burger spot in Salt Lake, Copper Common. We'll go do that. Sorry, I'm doing a vlog today. We're doing, I gotta be YouTuber girl for now. I'm YouTuber girl. Okay, I'm here with Meg and with Ash. We just stopped at International really quick. Meg wanted to try out the photo booth, but it is pretty dark and not really working, so mission failed. We might go to a new photo booth at Asher Adams tonight, and the weather's nice and it's beautiful. currently my lunch break. So I went on a walk this morning before I got on, and I've been editing. You can't see, maybe? I don't know. I've been editing some photos of brunch for a client, and then I think Henry's going to make us a pizza in the pizza oven, and then I'll keep working because I have a lot of emails to catch up on and to get some paid ads for social out. Let's go. Welcome to our backyard. We got the cornhole going. And look at the pretty view.
Comment below why I'm doing this so badly and send me your techniques. I don't know what I'm doing. Some mozzarella for the missus. For what we have.
Y'all get that reference?
A huge fan overlap between this channel and the Steve Brewer channel.